have got to get this shed cleaned up, but that's not what we're after right now. Right now we are after the tow behind spreader. Let's get that, put it in the trailer, and let's get out to the job. Hey everyone, welcome back to another David's Outdoors video. Today we're going to be taking you on a landscaping job of mine. So right now we are heading out to about 30 miles west of where I live to our family farm, and we have got to seed some grass that I have been kind of putting off the last couple of weeks. Now that temperatures are kind of falling down and we don't necessarily have as long a days and the sun's not sticking around for as long, I need to get our yard seeded out there so that hopefully by next spring everything, you know, comes up pretty nice and we can start even mowing it right away next spring, summer. So basically the area that we're going to, earlier this summer we had a water line burst at our little homestead out there, and with that we had to dig an entirely new water line. We weren't able to find where the line was broken or cracked or anything, and so what ended up happening is we just tied into the rural water and tied in kind of a little faucet into the house. So we do still have to fix that faucet at some point, but we had to get it done ASAP. Our family runs a garden out there, and they needed to get water to the garden, and we needed to get water into the house, and so we needed to do just as quick of a job as possible. So with that and running a new trench, obviously we rip up the ground, and we had to dig about 6 to 8 foot down to get below the frost line here in South Dakota. So with that, we dug it all up, and we dug more than we probably should have. Well, needless to say, the yard has got to get seeded so that we can call that job done. So right now we're going to head out to the farm. We are going to use probably either the four-wheeler or the side-by-side we've got out there, and we're going to run a drag harrow over the yard, or the little seeding area, just to break up some of the larger chunks and kind of smooth things out a little bit. Then we're going to run my little riding mower that we've got in the trailer behind me. We're going to just run a little tow behind dethatcher around it to kind of create a nice level seed bed. We're going to spread the seed, and then we're going to run the dethatcher over it one more time to kind of just put a little, 1/4 inch of dirt back on top and kind of rake in the grass seed so that hopefully it will take. We're supposed to get a little bit of rain this week, but I need to get this job done, and we are on our way. I've got Winston here with me, so he'll be helping me out there today. So for right now, I will pick the camera back up when we are at the farm. Alright, we just got out to the farm, so let's get everything unloaded, and we'll let the dog out, and we will go back there and get that done. So come on, buddy. Oh, hold on. Come on, bud. Good boy. So this is the mower we're going to be using. It's just an old Cub Cadet LTX 1040. I just got it from a family member, actually, my grandma's brother. I just bought it from him for $100, and he gave me this pull behind dethatcher and that spreader to go with it. So I hope she starts. I just had to take the carb in today and get some new gaskets and whatnot for it. It was leaking. So you can see there, those spots there, that's all gas, and she's got some oil leaking down there too, but so far it seems to run pretty well, all things considered. So for $100, yeah, didn't come with a mower deck or a bagger or anything, but I do like it. It's kind of nice to just have a lawn tractor, lightweight, small. I can push it around by hand. It's not like my 1025 or my 4052, nor is it like our 318 here at the farm. So I just like having this nice small compact tractor to kind of get like little jobs like this. You don't need something big, but this is perfect. So let's get her unloaded and let's walk over and get the harrow. we pulled out the 730 and the side-by-side, but I think for this job we are going to use the four-wheeler just for sake of visibility and speed. So let's get the four-wheeler hooked up to the drag harrow and let's get on with this job. All right, we got the drag harrow hooked to the four-wheeler, and this is the area we're going to be working on right here. I'll have to unplug the faucet, but as you can see, the water line we hooked into the rural water meter there, dug it all the way up there, and ended up tying it into the house. So we ended up right here, we were down about 6 to 8 feet in some spots. We had to kind of tunnel our way through here. You can see all this here was dug up as well, and we need to do some fixing here. It's settled on us quite a bit, but basically for right now, that we're going to wait on for right now, and we are going to focus on taking out the big clumps, loosening up this dirt here, and we will get it seeded today. So now we finished up taking the drag behind the four-wheeler. As you can see, what this does is it's a very aggressive style, which is all it's meant to do. Is, as you can see, it's very fine and, you know, kind of has broken up some of the larger chunks that were here. There's still going to be a few here and there, but as you can see all around, you see those little lines, that's where it has gone through. So what we will do now, since the majority is broken up, we're going to take the dethatcher with the riding mower, and we are just going to go over it one more time, kind of get some areas that we might have missed, and then we will start spreading the seed. Guess I got to take a look at that, but hopefully that stays on at least long enough so that we can get this job done, because we're kind of fighting daylight right now. It's about 7 o'clock at the moment, so we need to get this done before the sun goes down, because I do not want to be eaten up by any bugs out here tonight. So that's what it looks like. This is a dethatcher here. Basically, it's very similar to that drag harrow, but a lot lighter, and what it's meant to do is actually pull thatch up, you know, this kind of the dead grass underneath the yard so that it makes it breathe. But for this, we're going to use it more or less just as a rake. seed bed should be ready. Now let's pull off the dethatcher and throw on the spreader. Spreader's on. Let's get our seed. So there is our seed. It's just a standard Midwest blend. It just has the cheapest stuff we could find in bulk from Menards. So let's add this and probably spread it decently thick on this yard. We'll start out here and can always add more if we need. So we'll be pretty generous. We put it on 7 here. And basically how this works is you pull this back as you're going, the little flap in there opens, and as you're driving, those wheels are gear driven. And so as you can see, well, maybe not, there's a little deal in there that'll kind of fling it around as it goes. So let's close it for now and let's go and get this spread. Well, this is not going nearly as well as I was hoping that it would. Basically, that's my very first time using the spreader, and typically I just have always walked behind. But what I'm noticing is either all of the seed seems to come out or nothing comes out. And if you guys have any experience with, I believe it's a Yardworks, I'll get a closer view, but it's I believe a Yardworks gear driven or wheel driven pull behind spreader. And what I've noticed is, like I said, either it all comes out or nothing comes out. And so if you guys have any tips, or if I'm doing something wrong, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to get a little bit more proficient with this tool. But we'll fill it up for now since it all seemed to drain out, and let's try it again. Well, we just got done seeding. I ended up figuring out a little bit better how to use it. Basically, I just started going and it almost needs to prime itself, which is interesting, but it's just kind of a, I guess, a learning experience for me. There's still a little bit left in there, but let's go take a look at how well it's spread. So you can see it's getting darker by the minute, but I think, yeah, this is pretty good. What we'll do is, I know I wanted to use the dethatcher, but I think just for sake of time, I think I'm just going to take the drag harrow and go over it just once and very slowly. So let's get on the four-wheeler and let's get to that quick. Hey guys, sorry for kind of the abrupt stop, I guess. I ended up going through, dragging it, and it looks like, yep, there we go. Did pretty good. The seed is pretty well spread out, pretty well evened out, and so you can see we lost daylight very fast, so I had to get everything put away. I took a video with our 730 gas tractor, and now we are going to call this job done. There's a good chance I'm going to have to come back out here and probably later this fall and just seed again, but at least right now there's a start. Hopefully some of this seed will begin to germinate, and like I said, the main goal for this, getting it done this year, is just so next spring we have a head start. Once the snow melts and whatnot, we'll have that seed here, and hopefully it will germinate pretty soon and be ready for us then. So that is the job complete. As you can see, there's a pretty good, raked it in pretty good, and yeah, that will be the end of today's video. Next week I'll be doing a big rock removal job at a client's house, and so stay tuned for that. We'll be using probably both my 4052R and the 1025R, so please stay tuned for that. Please subscribe if you like the video. There will be a lot more like this, and especially as I learn to edit and learn how to film and whatnot, I'm hoping to become a lot better for you guys. So again, thank you for watching David's Outdoors, and we will see you in our next video. Thank you.